Hello. My internet is a little bit slow today, so hopefully that won't impact the quality of our live stream tonight. If you have something that could be used as a strap or an actual yoga strap itself, we're going to use that in our practice tonight. Let's go ahead and have Andy, and we will get started lying on our backs. I really like using a little exercise band as a strap alternative if you have one of those laying around. Go ahead and set up on your back in your sort of shavasana, however feels best tonight. And from wherever you're at, bring your hands to your belly, bring your palms to your low belly, and close your eyes. Rest the back of your head into your mat. Rest the width of your shoulder girdle, your pelvis. And then just try to get really, really quiet within yourself so that you just can hear your inhales and exhales. All of your awareness orients itself around the breath. And it's absolutely okay and to be expected if that's just for a second at a time. Let's take 10 breaths. Think about relaxing into presence, surrendering into presence. Your body is already right here. Your breath is already right here. The path of least resistance is for you to bring your awareness right here as well. Hug your knees into your chest. Rock side to side. And then plant your left foot to the mat. Bring your left hand to your right foot. And you can support this movement with your right hand, but you don't really need it. We're just going to move the right leg around from this position. You can rock side to side. You can extend your leg out towards straight and then bend it in. You can create some kind of circular or stirring movement with the left hand. And then if your mobility or flexibility allows, you can just keep a hold of the right foot with the left hand and bring the right hand up as well and kick the leg up towards the ceiling. Otherwise, you're going to bring your strap or your band around your right foot and lift up from there. Think about lengthening your heel towards the ceiling. Let your toes drop down towards your face. If you want to extend your left leg to straight, go for it. And up to you to decide how much effort you put into this stretch, how active versus how passive it is. And we're going to try out the same thing that we did a moment ago, but with a straight leg. So I'm going to switch the band to just my left hand, and I'm just going to move my leg around. It doesn't have to be particularly organized. Figure out what feels good or what feels interesting. And then let's release the foot and hug both knees in. Plant your right foot. Bring your right hand to your left foot. And then just explore some movement in this position. Kind of a very chill, closed chain pigeon. And then we'll bring our strap or both hands to the left foot and extend up towards the ceiling. We're aiming for a strongly flexed ankle. Right leg can extend down the mat. And then let's switch the strap to just the right hand and move the left leg around. And then we'll release and we'll hug both knees in. Give yourself a rock side to side. And then we'll roll along the length of the spine 3 times. Try not to let your feet touch down as you rock up. And then when you come up, you're going to take a cross-legged seat. Let's bring the right ankle in front of the left. And then bring your hands back behind you. Actually, I think it will make more sense if I turn to the side. Bring your hands back behind you, and you can point your fingers in whatever direction feels good. And we're going to slump, like really sit with as bad of posture as you can. Let your shoulders move up towards your ears. Your pelvis is kind of pouring back towards the mat behind you. We're going to inhale and press into the hands. Think about bringing the pelvis upright and lifting the chest up towards the ceiling. Shoulders move away from the ears. And then exhale, slump back in to spinal flexion. So it's like cat and cow. Inhale, lift, but hopefully we have a little more of a sense of movement through the pelvis. And exhale, round. Inhale, lift. And exhale, round. Let's do 2 more rounds. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. And then we'll go ahead and sit up and fold forward. Walk your hands out in front of you. Drop your forehead towards the mat. And then we'll sit up and bring our legs back behind us into table pose. Flip your left fingertips out towards the side of your mat. And then we'll inhale and take the left leg back and the right arm back. Right pinky up towards the ceiling. Point your left toes. And then as you exhale, you're going to reach your right arm forward and pull your left knee in. Push into your left wrist. Into your left palm, I should say. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, forward. Inhale, reach back. And exhale, forward. Come into table pose again. Turn your right fingertips out to the side. Let's send the right leg back and the right arm back. Find your balance. Find support from your core. And then we'll pull the knee in and reach the arm forward. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Inhale back. Exhale forward. And then let's come into table pose with both sets of fingers turned out to the sides, and you can keep your hands shoulders width distance apart, or you can bring the insides of your wrists together. And from either position, we'll rock side to side. And you can choose whether you keep your palms on the mat or you lift them away from the mat to focus more on stretching the fingers. You could certainly do a little bit of each. And then let's tuck our toes under and sit back into our foot stretch. You can tuck your pinky toes under if you like. And you can kind of decide how much weight you let sit into your feet and how much you're using your leg muscles for support rather than asking so much of the feet. Let's inhale and reach up. Palms face each other. Shoulders elevate towards the ears. Fingertips reach towards the ceiling. And then exhale, we'll drop the right hand down to the mat and stretch the left arm over. Let your rib cage jut out to the left. And then notice how it does require some use of the core to come back to center smoothly. Inhale, reach up. Shoulder blades elevate. And then exhale, left fingertips down towards the mat. Rib cage shifts way off to the right. Let's inhale and reach through center. And then exhale, bring hands down to the mat. And just stand up into a fold at the back of your mat. We'll bring feet wide. And we'll bring fingertips to the pinky toe edges of each foot. Use this little grip to draw yourself into a fold. Aim to release the full weight of your head towards the floor. Find some soothing inhales and exhales through your nose. And we'll release the feet and unroll to stand. Step your feet into hips width distance apart. Inhale, reach your arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, walk out to plank. Lower into a push-up. Inhale to cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale to down dog. Take a deep breath in through your nose. And an open mouth exhale. Let's step right foot to the top of the mat. Step left foot to the top of the mat. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand tall. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend your knees, sit your hips way back behind you. Come all the way down onto your back. Reach both feet overhead if you like. You can either hold on to your legs or you can reach your arms out in front of you like so if that feels better. And then we'll rock all the way up and back through a vinyasa, hands plant, step back. From downward facing dog, let's walk hands back to feet. Let's heel toe feet wide once again and slide hands underneath the pinky toe edges of the feet. Revisit this pose See if you can invite yourself a little bit deeper into the posture. And then unroll to stand, release the feet. Inhale, arms reach overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, walk out to plank. Chaturanga. Some form of a back bend. And downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in through your nose. And an open mouth exhale. Breathe in. Sigh it out. Step or hop feet to hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand tall, reach up. And exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, we're going to rock all the way back again. And then rock through. Feet plant, hands plant, step into a plank. And into your version of a vinyasa from there. Let's do one more round of these zigzag vinyasas, just moving forward and back on the mat, moving the spine. Getting the blood flowing, hands walk back to the feet. We'll take our gorilla fold one more time. Wrap your fingers around pinky toe edges of your feet. Think about pulling up on your feet as you stand down into your hands. And we'll release and unroll all the way upright. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, walk out to your vinyasa. Step or hop feet to hands. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand tall, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, all the way down to the mat. Rock it back into some variation of plow pose. And then forward to chaturanga. From downward facing dog, inhale and send your right leg up and open. You can stay here, or you can release the right foot down behind you for flip dog. Bridge your hips up towards the ceiling, reach your right arm overhead. And then step your right foot forward in between your hands. Let's reach the right arm up towards the ceiling and then drop the palm to the low back. See if you can level out your hips and focus on rotating just that right shoulder up towards the ceiling. Left hip doesn't drop to compensate. And then from there, we'll go ahead and make our way all the way up into a slight back bend. Right hand stays on the low back. Left arm reaches up and over. And then both hands cartwheel down to frame the right foot. Left knee lowers to the mat. And right leg straightens. Keep pointing your right toes towards the mat. Keep your right foot flat on the mat. Let's shift forward, press all the way up into crescent lunge. And then pivot the arms wide and take warrior two. Bring your hands to your hips in warrior two. And see if you can keep your pelvis upright. Oftentimes I see people kind of letting their belly button move forward and their tailbone lift back behind them in this pose. Think about tightening your core muscles. Think about squeezing your butt muscles. Press down into both heels. And then from this really strong center of the pose, let's reach arms wide. And then we're going to straighten out the right leg and inhale into reverse triangle. Right arm reaches up and over. And then exhale to full triangle. And let's stay here for 5 breaths. If it feels good for your neck to drop your right ear to your right shoulder, go for it. And then we'll bring hands down and around to frame the right foot. We'll step back to plank with the right leg lifted, and we'll hold here for 30 seconds. Let's set the right foot down and bend the left knee and lower it. Inhale, reach your left arm open. Exhale, reach and thread through. Inhale, open. Exhale, reach through. Inhale, open. Exhale, reach through. Rest all the way down to the left side of your face. If you'd like to hover your right foot away from the floor, go for it. And then we'll lift up and plant the left hand. Turn the left toes out. Hug your right knee in and take a hold of your right ankle with your right hand. And kick through into a big back bend. And then release. Step your right foot back behind you. Plant your right hand. And let's press through to down dog with the left leg up and open. Stay here or let your left foot land behind you. Bridge the hips up. Point your right toes towards the back of your mat. The right foot is flat to the mat. And then we'll step left foot up to the top of the mat. Left arm stretches up. And then left palm drops to the sacrum, so just above your butt there. Try to have your palm be flat. So I guess that's not a useful word. Try to have your left palm be parallel to the floor. And then roll the left shoulder to stack over the right. And then we'll stand all the way up and reach the right arm up and behind. Left hand stays where it was. And then we'll bring both hands down to frame the left foot, set the right knee down, and shift towards half splits. Point your left toes down towards the floor to stretch into the top of the foot. the front of the shin. And then we'll press up to crescent lunge, arms reach overhead. Sweep open to warrior two. This time in warrior two, bring your right palm to the front of your stomach and the back of your left hand to your low back. And this is just another way for us to check in with our pelvic positioning and core engagement in this posture. Try to magnetize your hands towards each other through your torso. And we'll reach the arms wide, straighten out the left leg, reach the left arm back for reverse triangle. And then take full triangle for 5 breaths. Hands circle down and around to frame the left foot. Back to plank with the left leg lifted. We're holding for 30 seconds. And we'll set the left foot down, we'll set the right knee down. Let's inhale and stretch, right arm open. Exhale, reach and thread through. Inhale, open. Exhale, reach through. Inhale, open. Exhale, reach through, rest down. Hover your left foot if you like. And then we'll lift up just enough to plant the right hand, turn the right toes out, bring your left knee into your chest and take a hold of your left ankle and then kick through. And then we'll release the foot and we'll just rest into child's pose for a moment. And then let's lift up to downward facing dog. Step or hop your feet to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, stand tall, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, vinyasa. Let's inhale, right leg up and open. Stay here or flip your dog. Step your right foot forward. Maybe your right hand doesn't touch the ground. Reach your right arm up towards the ceiling. And then drop your right palm to your sacrum. Stand up. Sweep your left arm up and back. Cartwheel hands down to frame the right foot. You can set your left knee down as you shift towards half splits, or you can hover the left knee to make this more challenging. And then we'll press through to crescent lunge and reach the arms overhead. And then shift open into warrior two. Inhale, reverse triangle. And exhale, full triangle. And then hands come down to frame the right foot. Hover your right foot in plank. And then set your right foot down, bend your left knee down towards the floor. Reach your left arm up. Exhale, thread through. Reach open. And thread through. Reach. And thread. And we'll build up onto the left hand. We'll turn the left toes out. Right ankle to right hand. Maybe you flip. So hold on to the inside of the ankle this time. See if you like that variation. And then we'll come back and around to down dog. Right foot plants. Left leg reaches up and open. Maybe you roll towards flip dog. And then left foot steps forward. Left hand reaches up. Left hand to sacrum, left palm to sacrum. Press the floor away. Sweep your right arm overhead. And then hands down to frame left foot. Back to half splits. Right knee either hovers or rests down. And then press through to crescent lunge. Inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, full triangle. Hands down to frame left foot. Send left foot back to float. And then set your left foot down. Bend your right knee to rest to the mat. Reach your right arm up. And thread through. Reach. And thread. Reach. And thread. Pause at the bottom of the stretch for a couple of breaths. And then lift up and plant your right hand, turn your right toes out. Left knee hugs in, catch the ankle, and kick back. Maybe you hold on underneath. And then release. And we'll come back into child's pose for 5 breaths. Let's lift up into downward facing dog. And walk your feet up to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand tall, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, vinyasa. Take your right leg up and open. Stay here. Or flip your dog. If you flip your dog and you'd like to work a little bit more in this pose, you can drop your hips just to hover above the floor and then press back up into flip dog. If you like that, feel free to throw it in a couple more times. Try not to sit all the way down. And then we'll step the right foot around to the top of the mat. Reach your right arm towards the ceiling for a beat. And then right hand to sacrum. Left arm up and back. Hands down to frame right foot. Through to half splits or hovering half splits. And then press up into full crescent lunge. Out to warrior two. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, full triangle. And you can stay here, or if you'd like to work towards half moon or Chapasana, go for it. For half moon, we reach right hand out way towards the outside of the right pinky toe. Don't be afraid to bend your right knee. For Chapasana, really squeezing left knee in towards the chest so that left hand can find left ankle may be really quite helpful. You can use the wall for support if you like, if it's handy, or a chair, or a block. And then we're going to release, hands down to frame the right foot and step the left foot way back. Right foot through to hover. Now, you can stay here in this plank with the right foot hovering for a couple of breaths. Or if you'd like to incorporate a little bit of handstand work into this flow, we'll start from our plank with the right foot lifted. And we'll just work to kick the right foot up and hop the left foot in closer with a series of controlled little handstand hops. And then we can reverse that, kick up and hop back, all the way into your plank. Right foot steps down, left knee lowers, reach your left arm up, and thread through. Reach open, and through. Open, and through. Take a couple breaths. And then lift up onto your left hand, turn your left shin out. Take a hold of your right ankle. You can pull the heel in towards your butt for a more focused quad stretch if that feels like a useful way to mix it up. And then we'll release the right foot back and press through to down dog with an open hip through the left leg. Drop into flip dog if you like. Adding 3 lowers and lifts into the posture if you'd like to make it a little more challenging. And then step your left foot forward. Reach your left arm up. Bring your left hand to your low back and stand up. Right arm reaches over. And then both hands frame left foot. Back knee bends to hover or to rest down as left leg straightens. And then press through to crescent lunge. Open to warrior two. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, full triangle. Stay here or work on half moon or sugar cane pose, which is another name for half moon with that top hand and foot connected. And step your right foot way back behind you. Hands frame the left foot back to plank with the left leg lifted here, or handstand hops up to your hands. Try to keep both legs as straight as possible and try to hop as close as you can to your hands. And then as you're hopping back, see if you can get your hips to stack over your shoulders with each hop. And then we'll end up back in our plank. We'll set the left foot down and bring the right knee down. Right arm reaches up and threads through. Reach open and through. Open and through, and rest down. And then we'll lift up and plant the right hand. Turn the right toes out to the side. Bring your left ankle into your left hand and kick. And we'll release to child's pose. Lift up into downward facing dog. Step or hop your feet to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, stand tall, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, vinyasa. Let's send right leg up and open. Stay here or flip your dog. You can do your 3 lowers and lifts here if you like. You can also transition this into full wheel if that's an accessible transition. We're feeling like a little more back bending. And then let's bring the right foot all the way around and forward. Reach your right arm up towards the ceiling. Palm to sacrum. Big back bend. Let's bring hands down to frame right foot this time. And we'll take 5 breaths in full pyramid pose. Switch it up a little bit. And we'll inhale to crescent lunge. Exhale to warrior 2. Inhale, reverse triangle. And exhale, full triangle. Stay here or one more opportunity to play around with half moon or Chapasana. we'll go ahead and step left foot back behind, hands frame the right foot, send the right foot through to float. You have plank or handstand hops. And we're going to go ahead and set the right foot down, set the left knee down, reach your left arm up and open, and then reach and thread through. Let's stay here this time. And you can bring your right arm around to a half bind if you like. And then we'll plant the left hand, turn the left toes out, take a hold of the right ankle. And then send the right foot back. Warrior 3, left leg up and open. Stay, flip your dog. 3 lowers in lifts, in flip dog. Maybe around to Urdhva Dhanurasana. And then we'll step left foot to the top of the mat. Reach left arm up. Bring your left hand to your sacrum. Reach your right arm up and overhead. Bring both hands down to frame the left foot. Turn your back heel in and down. Find 5 breaths in full pyramid. And then we'll stand up into crescent lunge. Arms reach overhead. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse triangle. And exhale, full triangle. Or half moon. Or sugar cane pose. And we'll step right foot way back. Hover left foot in your plank one more time, or take another set of handstand hops. Then you're going to go ahead and set your left foot down, set your right knee down, reach your right arm open, thread through all the way down into the stretch. If you like, you can bring left arm around for a half bind. And then plant your right hand, turn your right shin out, left hand to left ankle, kick through. And then back to child's pose. Lift up and swing your legs out in front of you. And you will grab your strap or your band. Shift side to side in staff pose. You can also shift your legs forward and back a little bit. And then fold forward. If you can't reach your feet with your hands, then your strap is there to bridge the gap. If you can bring your hands to your feet relatively comfortably, go for it. I'm going to spend a minute in this pose. Sit up. Make your way down onto your back. Hug your knees into your chest. Extend your left leg down the mat. And guide your right leg across. Reach your right arm wide and you can rock to look in that direction if you like. And then we'll roll through center, hug knees in. Extend your right leg. And guide your left leg across. Come back through center and take happy baby pose. And then we'll release to Shavasana, however you'd like to set it up. Make yourself comfortable. Try to create a posture where your body can rest as much as possible. And then similarly within your headspace, see if you can create a posture in which your mind can rest as much as possible. Hug your knees back into your chest. And rock over to one side. Rest your head on your arm. Whoops. Press up to a cross-legged seat. And bring your hands to your knees, settle your shoulders away from your ears. Take a deep breath in through your nose. And an open mouth exhale. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Thank you so much for making time to move, for making this a priority. I hope that you feel better than when you started. And I will see you on your mat again soon. Have a good rest of your night. It was a very, very rainy Monday.